Hello everyone, welcome back to another Planet Zoo video. My name is MTEN and today I'll be doing a slightly different type of video. Today I'll be doing an Okapi showcase or Okapi enclosure showcase. Basically what happened is somehow the footage of me speed building the enclosure got, I don't know, it mustn't have recorded properly. It's like some of it mustn't have been recorded properly, or I may have deleted it by accident. Some unfortunate circumstances. I'm sorry. But today, as a substitute, I'm going to be showcasing the enclosure and then I'm going to be going through everything like I usually do. Anyway, hope you enjoy. So to start off with, just to put this into perspective of the location of the enclosure, this is the bongo exhibit here. As we move further along the trail, we see the Okapi entrance. This here is a little cave with one-sided glass that acts as hard shelter for the Okapi. It's where there's bedding and stuff like that, because the Okapi are quite shy animals. They need some hard shelter and places to escape from the view of the guests. There's a little staff path that goes down to the staff room over here. On this side, well, we have the guest path, and that goes all the way across the Okapi enclosure. I decided to add some variation in height from the static height of the rest of the trail up until the lemurs. I thought I'll change it up a little bit before we move down onto the gorillas. So I've used a wooden boardwalk path over the top, and it allows for a larger Okapi enclosure. I wanted to make use of all this space up to the edge here, as you can see, by allowing the Okapi to walk underneath the guest path from one side of the enclosure to the other. Also, being able to be underneath the guest path allows for plenty of hiding spaces for the Okapi. This here is another custom shelter that I made. It is made out of, obviously, artificial materials and natural materials, bit of a combination of both. I adjusted the colours on the, whatever these are, the decorations to match those of the Okapi, brown and white. As you can see, it's just having a little sleep here in the bedding at the moment. And also this acts as a nice little hiding place from the guests, as it is quite shy, so I added a couple of enrichment items for them. This is the keeper entrance. We've got some custom trees. These have, this is not a good example actually because it doesn't have one, but this one here has a rubbing pillar just sort of worked into the design of the tree to add to some enrichment. This is a custom tree I made. It's made out of logs, and then I just sort of use the African claw things that are made out of wood. Yeah, with the ropes tied on them. So I used a couple of them and the curved wooden plank things here. No, sorry, the angled wooden planks, and I just duplicated a whole bunch of them around and added a New World lighting fixture on top and some around the sides, and then a little water bowl at the bottom. So that's how I made this little feature here. I think they look pretty cool, so I just duplicated a bunch around the enclosure just to sort of separate them out a little bit and add some more dynamic shapes. The Okapi seems to like not much grass, surprisingly. I would have thought they would have liked to hide in the grass. They prefer a lot more soil, but they also like a lot of land coverage. So I've added a few kapok trees around here, and then added some ferns to the side of them, because in real life a lot of the trees in Africa in the jungle have little plants growing off the sides of them. I thought that would add an element of realism. Lots of little shrubby trees around here, as well as the palms, but this also acts as a nice little hiding spot from the guests. This shrub here, this big shrub, is actually just the kapok tree, and it's been pushed further into the ground. So that seemed to work very well. As you can see, it acts as a really good hiding place from all the guests. Not that there have been many guests in this exhibit so far. Other than that, all I did was add a few rocks around to just change up the height of the landscape a little bit. And I blended in the staff entrance with lots of trees and rocks just to make it feel more natural. Anyway, let's have a look at the stats. So we've got some animals that have almost 100% welfare. Let's have a look. What's the issue? Nutrition. Okay, so basically have I not set the meal quality? That'll be it. So I need to up the food quality and we'll get 100% nutrition, and now the animals will be on 100% welfare. So let's go through what we need to get these animals to 100% welfare. Plenty of space in the enclosure. They need 1,200 meters of roaming space, and this enclosure has 4,400. They do not need any water or climbing space, but they need some hard shelter. As you can see, I've got plenty of that with the cave and the man-made shelter there. Let's have a look at the navigation map really quick. Traversable area shelter. Yeah, see, plenty of hard shelter, and of course underneath this area, the walkway, that also counts as hard shelter. Environment, we've got 56% plant coverage. The Okapi likes over 20% and up to 100%. And the plants are almost perfect, other than a couple of vines down here, which I might get rid of because they don't really add that much to the enclosure. I might just get rid of them and make it. There are plenty of plants from the African rainforest because that is where the Okapi lives. So the social group, the Okapi likes to live in a social group of 1 to 2. So 1 male, 1 female. They're quite shy, quite solitary animals. So yeah. Adult population up to 2, and then of course you can have the kids in the enclosure, but when they get older you have to trade them out. That's all you really have to do to get perfect welfare on the Okapi. So I hope you all have enjoyed this video. If you have, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment, smash that notification button. There's a lot of stuff YouTube requires you to do nowadays to keep up to date, unfortunately, but it would be nice if you could share the video, do all that good stuff, and I will see you all next time.